SECA wanted to make sure that we were very, very respectful of the natural setting of the area. This is a 3D rendering, and you can see the sculpture of the sunset there. That's where the memorializing will take place. We are hoping to incorporate a wall to read Ipperwash Beach, very similar to Grand Bend's wall, and this will help define the area and also to allow visitors to recognize that they've actually arrived in Ipperwash. Who are our partners? It's SECA, the Municipality of Lambton Shores, the Ministry of Natural Resources, Larry Cornelis of Return to Landscape, community members, Ipperwash Optimists, and I have to add St. Clair Conservation Authority to that as well. Who will do the work? Our community member volunteers, the Municipality of Lambton Shores Works Department, and a hired landscaper and their crew. What will we require from each partner? Funding, volunteer workers, site assessment, leveling of the land, tree removal, garden design, creation of hardscaping, landscaping, and our approvals. What has been completed? The garden design for phase 1 of the project has been completed. Funding is ongoing. We only have the seed money at this time, and we are planning on erecting a sign with a diagram of the gardens. Start with, it says coming soon. It's actually a picture of the gardens. And then we'll have on there for more information and donations, please call. The site assessment has happened. Larry Cornelis has been to the site to see if there were any endangered species or species at risk. And the Ministry of Natural Resources, Rick Visser has been to the site as well, along with Lambton Shores staff. We have volunteers in place. They just need to have the word and they're ready to go. Our initial meeting was on February 21st, 2012 with all the parties that were listed as our partners. They were all there. And approvals were in principle from M&R and Lambton Shores. Rick Visser from M&R stated in one of his emails to me that he's reevaluated the proposal and it will not require a work permit, because much of the work that happens on M&R requires a work permit, but rather just a letter of authorization from us. So if we can put a proposal, get Lambton Shores on board with our proposal, and we can go ahead to M&R and get their approvals as well. So then there's also phase 2 and 3. This is a diagram of our entire area. No, not the diagram. It's actually, as with any project, our thoughts were, could we possibly do more? Because you have all these people giving their input and sharing their thoughts. So people were hoping that we could get a children's playground area there, and a place for a sunset gathering. And we're all very aware that we require approvals from M&R and the Municipality of Lambton Shores. Here's a diagram. It's kind of a poor diagram, but you can see over here. The parking lot's on your right, the memorial garden would be on the left, and the other stages would be like a boardwalk to either a children's play area, to a native species educational garden, and then on to a sunset seating area close to the washroom facility. And the washroom facility could use a major overhaul as well. So this is just a picture of the Grand Bend playground. We could use this as an example, or we could create our own natural playground, much like the Beanstalk, which incorporates the use of natural elements for the children to interact with. The Ipperwash Optimists want to be involved in this phase of the project. And also a boardwalk to the sunset. Look, we again stole the idea from Grand Bend, but we are dreaming big. So the purpose of the garden is to add an aesthetic value to Ipperwash, to memorialize individuals. It's about beautification, community pride, enjoyment, education of the naturalized setting that we all enjoy there, and enhance the Ipperwash Beach experience. We are asking Council to allow us to proceed with phase 1 and to sit down with SECA and the Ministry of Natural Resources to devise a plan for the other phases in the project. SECA is excited about this proposed project and would like to see the Municipality of Lambton Shores support our endeavor. SECA believes that the Memorial Garden is consistent with the Municipality of Lambton Shores official plan under Section 16, major open spaces and neighborhood parks. We hope that you will find it in your hearts and in the budget to support this project.
Thank you very much. Any questions for Grace regarding Dr. Scott?
It's grown a little bit since the original one.
Well, we thought we dreamed big, so, but we're really only asking about phase one and to actually have your input, whether or not it's even possible to carry on and do more, so.
You know that I have talked to M&R as well over the ages on this exact thing. And actually, I had sent washroom pictures to M&R and to our staff on the conditions of all the washrooms that are there. You also are aware that that we as a group, as council, myself, Bill, Janet, and I think there's a Brent's coming with us as well, are going to be meeting with M&R in the next little while. So I mean, at this point, we don't own the property. We don't even have a lease to the property.
We know that, and so does F&R.
Yes,
But
M&R.
Rick Visser has agreed that we're allowed to put the garden in.
Yes, I know.
He's already said go ahead, but it's the rest of the property that
Yeah.
we have no idea. But I mean, the state that it's in right now, it's a mess. It's
they're all
very
messed up,
unattractive.
yeah.
There's weeds and grapevine growing everywhere. It's really a sad state.
I showed council those pictures last year, showing you different places.
Okay.
I drove through the property last Thursday, and there needs to be something there, and Councillor Russell.
I guess the question, Grace, it's an excellent proposal, and I like the two phases because it's like building upon, right? John Smith's book on Wache.
Yep.
Like, I mean, you talk about memorials, we've got 150 names in that book alone of people who've been there for 100 years. Anyways, what I'd like to say is this, I think I'd like to support the first phase and get it going, make sure that we've got all the OKs in place and make the directions to staff to get going on this right away, because timing is everything, right? And I think on top of that, I think we should reinforce from council what you're talking about the washrooms. We've been on this issue for 3 years, we just keep doing this to them, and it doesn't seem to do anything, but if we can, this is a positive step, like, we're doing a positive step, can you start working on phase 2 already, because we want to get phase 1 done, we'd like to work on 2 next year type of thinking. Let's work on those washrooms, because I think we need to support this to get it rolling, obviously.
Yep.
Do we not agree?
Right.
That we need to support you to get you rolling?
Yeah, well, exactly,
Good.
exactly.
The recommendation that's in the report, we'll get this rolling, we'll get it on.
I make the motion.
Okay. Seconder for that, Councillor Monstein, and you, or did you second?
It's fine.
I didn't hear you,
I
sorry.
don't mind. No, I just didn't know if this was appropriate time while there's still a delegation to
Anyway.
the motion.
Question?
I do have a question, yes. Grace, I'm very grateful for the initiative that you and the Central Watch Committee has been taking here, and I really like the location. I do think it is appropriately selected, and I would certainly support it. I do have a couple of questions. I don't think I saw anywhere what the total cost of the project is estimated to be.
Because we don't have one yet.
You don't have
Because what we're at the stage right now is we're just wanting to get it off the ground and get it going. I mean, we haven't got, we still have to figure out how much the memorial parts are gonna cost, how much a bench is and that sort of thing. So we haven't got that broken down at all, no.
Okay, and just a follow-up, I think with the community grant programs, there has been applications for the last 3 years for monies towards the memorial gardens, and I believe it's,
No,
I asked staff what has been designated in the financial statements towards the memorial gardens, and I was told $3,500 has actually been accounted for in financial statements, has gone towards the memorial gardens. So I'm just wondering what has that money been invested into?
what things I listed before. So we've done the gateway at the
Okay.
Army camp, we've done
Oh, that was
gateways
over
at
the
West
top.
Dipper Wash Road. We did signage on the beach, we put plexiglass on there, we're buying posts. I mean, the money goes, we spend it. And with the money that we actually got for this year, still in the bank, hoping that we get the memorial.
Okay, yes,
Yeah.
I think there was a total of $7,000 for all the initiatives and
Yeah.
things that were done. But apparently, according to the financial statements we were given, $3,500 was dedicated solely to the
That's right, and
memorial
there is-
gardens.
That's fine, the money's there.
So it's there
It's
still?
there.
Okay, good.
Okay. Any other questions for the delegation?
Well, no, actually, no, not
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have a motion on the floor for the recommendation, and now you want to speak to the recommendation?
Well, I want to speak through you to Brent. Has staff been participating in this at all? Like, have you